nobody can do Dr. John like Dr. John. With this song that we chose, one of the reasons I suggested it too was also that it's the melody of it's very much like a pop melody, I thought, in the chorus of it. And I thought it'd be a cool arrangement for us, because like we can't do, there was like an intro line in it, it's like, and I printed out the lyrics, I was like, I'm not doing that, because like that, I can't pull that, no one but Dr. John can do that particular thing. So we're gonna cut that part, leave that to Dr. John, rest in peace, like, and we're gonna do the rest of it.
Yeah. Totally. Good choice, good idea.
Yeah.
Well, you got to put your own spin on it anyways, so.
Yeah. It was that's a nice.
That's what we do.
Experience to get to do it. We were talking about how much we both love all of his songs, but we typically don't even try to touch any of his songs when we play shows or for our own recordings or whatever, because they're so Dr. John. It's like, just leave that there.
There's not many people that I'm like that with.
Yeah, it's
I love.
sacred.
Yeah.
Tell me about your desires right now. Don't step on losing wires. I'll show you how. My baby, I wish I never made you blue. My children, my angels, I'm talking to you. But then I just wanna be there for y'all as a friend. Everybody gotta do work on themselves. Just know I love y'all more than anyone else. Tell me about your desires right now. Don't trip on losing wires, I'll show you how. My babes, I wish I never made you blue. My children, my angels, I'm talking to you. One is too many, billions never enough. Don't take the easy road, there's no shortcut. Spirit kingdom, do what we can't do for ourselves. Don't put nothing down without loving everybody else. Tell me about your desires right now. Don't trip on losing wires, I'll show you how. Babes, I wish I never made you blue. My children, my angels, I'm talking to you. Tell me about your desires right now. Don't trip on losing wires, I'll show you how. My babes, I wish I never made you blue. My children, my angels, I'm talking to you.
It seemed like he made a transition from the Dr. John, the Night Tripper persona into right place, wrong time. Really.
Which was Alan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
right.
right.
Place, wrong time. Well, he got less flamboyant. I mean, almost anything would be less flamboyant when he had big feathers and glitter all over him and throwing glitter out of a pouch and stuff. But he always, you know, was Mac with those voodoo roots of New Orleans. You know, he always had on his piano, he would have the candle lit, he would have the little skull, he would have the purple cloth, and then, you know, he'd come shuffling out. Mac, when he would come out to the stage, and when he would get up and play guitar, he was kind of like, I don't know, like a polar bear on a quaalude. You know, I mean, he just moved, you know, like this and like that. But I think he always, you know, had the root of the culture that he had blown up so big, you know, in those first years. And I think he went from, he was a guitar player, you know, initially he was a guitar player, he could still play guitar, but I think one of his fingers got shot off.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And that took him over to the piano.
Hey. Wow. That's a blessing that I created on the spot for you.
Dr. John's songbook and his work is so voluminous, so big. It's almost, you know, as sizable as any one artist could kind of put out. I mean, he was prolific. What sticks out to you as a songwriter from Dr. John? Like, what did you learn as a songwriter yourself from Dr. John?
As a songwriter?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose one of the things is his lyrics are so good, so funny, and he makes up, I mean, he was funny to talk to. He would make up all kinds of words. You know, he always had a funny, he was round at my house one time, singing on something for me, and I tried to get him to sing a harmony. He said, I never was any good at homogenization. He couldn't harmonize. He said, I can just croak away. So we did that, and that was cool. But his lyrics are great. They look good on a page when they're printed out, because he had his own lexicon, really. And, he would make up funny words, always peppered his speech, with odd variations on words. So lyrics, yeah, good lyrics.
I think his musicianship also got hidden initially from the Dr. John and the stage shows that went on, kind of varied from his real musicianship, and then he went into that funk, kind of graduated or whatever you want to call it, and kind of moved into doing a record all on New Orleans standards, and then from there he went.
Well, I think unlike a lot of musicians, he actually kind of early on had the opportunity to work in the business a little bit as an A&R man for guys like Johnny Vincent, Ace Records, and I think he kind of got the general idea that you've got to go out and sell records. It's a business, and so he'd be writing songs and hustling songs and what have you. One of my favourite Mac tunes, and special for me because this is the first tune he ever played me, and it's the last tune I ever played him, a couple of days before he passed. Sonata Rag.
Lost my sweet one and only. I'm gonna find my baby. Nah, I don't mean no baby, gonna find her. Well, you know I'm gonna find my baby, gonna bring her on with me. Bags all set for the travel. I'm gonna cover many miles of gravel. Now I was fast asleep when she began her midnight creeping. Gonna find her. I'm gonna find my baby, gonna bring her home with me. Oklahoma, Mississippi, Florida. Now I'm going down to Alabama, round to Louisiana, New Orleans. And now I'm gonna find my baby, I'm gonna bring her home with me.
Knowing the history with him and knowing that I knew him since I was a kid, sitting there listening to him and listening to him interact with everybody else, the respect that everybody showed Mac, you know, and he it's not every song that was thrown our way. It wasn't like he even gave anything a second thought to Tinkle, start playing, blah, blah, blah. It was just a treat. What a pleasure and honor and a privilege it was to sit there and play alongside him and watch him.
Wow.
And he was talking some shit. Like, I was listening at him just talk, and he got that little drawl, that little Mac kind of attitude and everything he says. He be making up words and shit, you know. I heard him say some shit, man, that was so funny, man. It's like, that was a treat for me. That one gig, I got to tell you, I'm so blessed to have been a part of that shit. And that made me, I had to step up playing, you know, I had to step up and hold my own and, you know, and I'm sitting there, I'm fucking with Mac. I mean, and I always knew he was capable of doing gigs like that, but I had never seen him in that element. I mostly have seen him with his own band and do the
Right.
Dr. John Night Tripper sets and whatnot. But I knew that he had played on a lot of records, and I knew that he played guitar. He played guitar on Big Chief.
Wow.
Which is, a lot of people don't know that. He was playing guitar on
Is that right?
the original record, Big Chief, with Earl King singing it and Professor Longhair playing it. Mac played guitar on that session.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Smokey Johnson on drums.
People think they jive me. Know they must be crazy. Don't see their misfortune. Else they just lazy. Sweet a grand zombie. My yellow belt be shawls on. Ain't afraid of no tomcat, and I'll fill my brain with bars and come, booney, kill it, come, walk on, Bill Splinter, come, booney, kill it, come, walk on, Bill Splinter. Roll out my coffin, drink poison in my chalice. Pride begin to fade. Y'all gon' feel my malice. Some gree-gree on your doorstep. Soon you'll be in the gutter. Melt your heart like butter. I can make you stutter. Talking about your corn, booty, kill it, con.